Hi, it's Dave from Free Run Speed. Today I'm going to talk to you about the HOKA Rocket X2. If you go all the way back to the launch of the Nike Vaporfly 4%, HOKA was the next brand that came out with what they thought was competitive shoes against that Nike shoe. They launched the Carbon X with a record attempt on the 50K by Jim Walmsley and a whole bunch of others along the Sacramento River. And it was their launch. They thought they were joining the party. But then Saucony came out with the Endorphin Pro. And Adidas came out with the Adios Pro. And then everybody else came out with shoes with supercritical foams, mostly PEBA based foams. And that left HOKA out of the party, on the outside looking in. So sometimes it's better to be late to the party than to never show up. What being late to the party gave HOKA was the ability to look at what every brand out there was doing. Obviously, some brands did some really special things, but then others also made mistakes. So HOKA took their time and they did it right. So the Rocket X, it is a PEBA-based foam. 37 millimeters in the heel, 31 in the forefoot. That gives you a 6 millimeter offset. It's using their speed roll. I mean, this thing, it's got everything that you want from a HOKA from a rocker standpoint. And that speed roll feels really good. The other thing that HOKA does exceptionally well that made it super unique was they wrapped the midsole up the sidewall. So you can see that on both the medial and lateral side. And so what that does is it keeps your foot locked on the platform. So just those things in the midsole, PEBA foam, wrapped midsole, and the rocker, make you put it on and go, oh, I recognize HOKA in this. You can see the carbon fiber plate. It matches the swoop of the rocker. And then you've got this really tight weave, no stretch mesh upper. The shoe's a little bit hard to get your foot into, but once your foot's in there, it's locked solid. So the problem with being late to the party is that HOKA has a challenge. There are a lot of people that train in HOKA running shoes, the HOKA Clifton, and maybe use the Carbon X for certain things, but have found the Vaporfly X% as their race day shoe. What I've told everybody in the market so far is that it is going to be a tall task to ask someone to give up their Vaporfly X% for whatever shoe it is you're bringing out. What I do believe is Nike's going to have to make a mistake with their X%, or maybe their Alpha Fly, for you to give those shoes up and put on a HOKA, even if HOKA is your training shoe. But for all you runners that are HOKA fans, HOKA is the only brand you're gonna run in. Now you have a racing flat. You can now put your Carbon X into your rotation, use it on the track, use it for your long runs, use it for whatever you wanna use it for, and then put this Rocket X2 on your foot for race day, and you will feel the difference. Personally, This shoe is butter. The number of times that I've run it in, I can go back and look at my running log and it will all be very positive report from that run. Every time I run in this shoe, I just feel like I'm flying down the road with no supreme effort. I don't feel anything in my feet, my legs. It just fits well and just feels fast. The HOKA Rocket X2. I'm glad you came to the party, HOKA. Better to be late than never. Well done. Talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.